The story begins on a scorching afternoon deep in the heart of Africa, where the golden savanna stretches endlessly under the burning sun. The tall grass sways gently in the dry wind, and the silence is broken only by the distant calls of birds and the occasional rustle of unseen creatures. A young man named Malik, a traveler from a nearby village, wanders across the plain. He is far from home, carrying only a half-empty flask of water and a small satchel of dried bread. Malik had set out that morning, determined to find herbs and roots his sick mother needed. But the wilderness is vast, and he soon realizes he has strayed too far from the familiar paths. As evening approaches, Malik stumbles upon a strange sound, a low, guttural cry mixed with sharp, pained growls. His first instinct is fear. He freezes in place, clutching a thick wooden stick for protection. Slowly, cautiously, he follows the sound until he comes to a clearing. There, lying in the grass, is a majestic lion. The beast's golden mane glows under the fading light, but it is clear something is terribly wrong. The lion thrashes his paw against the ground, teeth bared, but he is not attacking. Instead, Malik sees the paw is bleeding, pierced by a hunter's cruel steel trap. The metal jaws have sunk deep into flesh, and the lion is exhausted from struggling. Malik's heart pounds in his chest. Every story he has ever heard warns him that a lion is death itself in the wild. One swipe of its claws, one snap of its jaws, and a man is gone. Yet, looking into the lion's eyes, Malik sees not only fury but also pain, helplessness, and desperation. Something in him stirs. He knows if he runs, the lion may lunge at him. If he does nothing, the animal will bleed and starve. Against every instinct screaming in his head, Malik takes a slow step forward. The lion growls, deep and threatening, forcing Malik to halt. He raises his hand slowly, speaking softly as if the animal could understand his words. "I am not here to hurt you," he whispers, voice trembling. "You are trapped, let me help." The lion's growls soften to heavy breaths. His amber eyes lock onto Malik's. It is as though a silent agreement passes between them. Gathering courage, Malik approaches and kneels by the lion's paw. His fingers tremble as he touches the cold iron of the trap. The lion flinches but does not strike. With all his strength, Malik pries at the trap. The rusted metal creaks but does not give easily. He uses a stone to wedge it open, straining until sweat pours down his face. Finally, with a sharp clang, the jaws of the trap spring open. The lion jerks his paw free, collapsing onto the grass. Blood seeps from the wound, and Malik quickly tears str. from his shirt, pressing them firmly to slow the bleeding. The lion watches him, chest heaving, yet he does not lash out. In that moment, trust begins to form in the strangest of places. As the sun dips below the horizon, Malik builds a small fire nearby. He dares not walk away, for he feels leaving the injured beast would be betrayal. All night he remains, feeding the fire and watching the lion. Sometimes, the lion lifts his head, eyes glowing in the firelight, as if studying the man. Sometimes, Malik speaks softly, telling stories of his village, of his sick mother, of his late father who once hunted lions but taught him that killing was never strength. The lion listens in silence, breathing heavily but calmer with each passing hour. At dawn, Malik wakes to find the lion still there, the wound raw but not fatal. In the following days, something miraculous begins. Malik tends to the lion daily, cleaning his wound with water from a nearby stream, applying herbs he gathers from the bush. At first, the lion limps away into the tall grass after each treatment, only to return when Malik whistles or sits by the fire at night. Slowly, the lion stops retreating altogether. He eats meat Malik offers from animals caught in snares. Sometimes he disappears to hunt but always returns. The unlikely pair begin to move together, side by side across the savannah. One afternoon, while Malik rests under an acacia tree, the lion lies a few feet away, tail swishing lazily. The bond between them has grown so strong that Malik dares to reach out and brush his hand against the lion's mane. To his astonishment, the beast leans into the touch, closing his eyes with a deep, rumbling purr-like growl. Malik laughs, a sound of pure joy. He names the lion Asad, meaning lion, but also a symbol of strength and brotherhood. Their companionship deepens when danger strikes. A band of poachers, armed with rifles and nets, enters the savannah, searching for elephants and lions alike. Malik and Asad stumble into their path one moonlit night. The poachers surround Malik, shouting threats, demanding he hand over the lion or step aside. Malik refuses, standing protectively before his friend. Just as one raises his weapon, Asad roars, a thunderous sound that shakes the earth. In a flash of golden power, the lion charges, scattering the men. Malik seizes the chance to grab a stick and fight off another attacker. Together, man and lion drive the poachers away. That night, under the stars, Malik rests his head against Asad's flank, realizing their fates are forever entwined. Weeks pass, and Malik finally gathers the herbs he had sought. When he returns to his village, Asad follows at a distance, never straying too close to the huts but always watching from the tall grass. The villagers are terrified at first, seeing a lion lingering near, but Malik explains the story. Some laugh, others doubt, but when they witness Asad bow his great head beside Malik like a guardian, or replaces fear. Children point and cheer. Elders shake their heads, saying it is a bond blessed by fate itself. Malik's mother recovers with the herbs he brings. She listens to his tale with tears in her eyes, whispering that perhaps his father's spirit guided him to the lion. From then on, Malik and Asad live with a rhythm of two souls bound by chance, sometimes wandering the savannah together, sometimes Malik working in the village while Asad waits by the edge of the wild. They share food, share silence, and share battles against poachers or wild dangers. Years go by, and their friendship becomes legend. Travelers speak of the man and the lion who walk as brothers. They are seen at dawn by the river, Malik fetching water while Asad laps beside him. They are seen under the moon, the lion's roar echoing through the hills while Malik's laughter follows. Some fear them, others admire them, but none can deny the bond. In the end, the story of Malik and Asad is not about man taming beast, nor beast ruling over man. It is about two souls meeting in accident, bound forever by trust, respect, and loyalty. They remind the world that even in the wildest places, friendship can bloom between the most unlikely of hearts. And though time passes, and one day Malik grows old, and Asad's mane turns gray, they remain side by side, proof that destiny sometimes chooses the strangest but most beautiful companions.